welcome back to my channel. So I was super excited to try this Future Solution LX Night Cream from Shiseido, which claims to be a regenerative formula. It's clinically proven to improve 6 signs of aging: sagging, wrinkles, firmness, volume, elasticity, and radiance in just 1 week. Now that's impressive. Where most skincare products usually promise visible results in 4, 8, or even 12 weeks of consistent use, here they're claiming visible results in just 7 days. And I'm like, wow, this is going to be a real test. Real results against real timelines, just as the brand promises. Before we dive into the day-by-day feedback from my 7-day journey, I want to be transparent. This product here was gifted by the brand. I have never ever used this cream ever in my life. Although I did try a sunscreen from Shiseido a long time ago, and that product actually made me fall in love with their formulations. But since it was on the pricey side, I never repurchased it again. Until now, when fate had other plans. And today I'm trying one of their anti-aging products. By now you must be wondering why I'm just pointing here and there and not showing you the real package. I'll come to that in a while. While this particular product is not the most expensive in their range, it definitely leads on the luxury side. What I have here is their Future Solution LX Refill Pack, which honestly is such a smart move by the brand. It's a great way to practice sustainability and while also saving money. You don't need to purchase the entire packaging each time, which ultimately brings down the cost over time. So yes, you're still spending a lot, but you also end up saving quite a bit. Alright, enough talk, let's get into the real deal. My 7-day, 1-week experience with this cream and whether it lives up to the hype. Starting with day 1, as always, I was really looking forward to trying this product. After all, it's from Shiseido, the #1 skincare brand from Japan, known for its scientific approach, innovative formulation, and luxurious branding. Now, since I have the refill pack and not the original jar, the first thing that crossed my mind after opening it was, how am I supposed to store this now? But let's set aside the not so glamorous storage dilemma for a moment and dive into what truly matters, this magical, luxurious experience. The texture is absolutely divine. It feels just like softened butter. You know that perfect moment when refrigerated butter has warmed just enough to become soft and spreadable? That's exactly what this cream feels like on the skin. Rich, smooth, and evenly gliding. Now don't go and apply that butter on your face, it will break you out. This formulation already feels incredibly promising even from the first use. Okay, now circling back to my little storage crisis, I obviously couldn't leave it exposed, so I got creative and used duct tape to reseal it and keep it secure. Not the fanciest solution, but hey, whatever works to protect this precious product. Moving on to day 2, I have to talk about the fragrance. It's light, elegant, and adds a whole new level of luxury to the experience. It fades quickly, as it should, but in those first few moments, it feels like you're indulging in something truly high-end. You know those expensive floral perfumes that instantly lift your mood? It gives that kind of vibe, soft, flowery, and just beautiful. And once again, I can't rave enough about the formulation. It feels silky, rich, and smooth on the skin, like your face is being wrapped in a luxurious cream veil. This product continues to impress, and I genuinely looked forward to use it each night. The brand recommends applying this cream as the final step in your skincare routine, and that's exactly what I've been doing. Now let me share a little something I've been feeling. When I first apply it, the texture is light, silky, soft, and gives this beautiful blurring effect on the skin. It feels so luxurious going on. But as the time passes, it does start to feel a bit heavy and sticky. My skin begins to look oily, but honestly, I don't mind it. It's part of my nighttime routine, and I'm all for going heavy with hydration before bed. Still, it's something I noticed and thought was worth mentioning. And coming back on the storage front, well, the duct tape trick I was using earlier has finally given up from all the sticking and unsticking. So I have placed the refill pack in an airtight container, just using what I had around the house. I know, it completely takes away from the luxury feel of the product. At this point, I honestly wondered, why was I only sent the refill pack? How exactly am I supposed to store it elegantly? Still, I'm holding on to the experience and looking forward to seeing where this journey goes. I've continued using the cream on both day 4 and day 5 just as I have been after my toner and serums as the final step in my nighttime skincare routine. The Future Solution LX Regenerative Cream is still giving me that luxurious feel with every application. But that night, I went down a little skincare rabbit hole, reading up on the importance of proper storage. Turns out if a skincare product isn't stored properly, it can go ineffective, can go rancid when exposed to air, or worse, it can cause infections. And that's the last thing I would want. So I decided to take extra care moving forward. Starting tonight, I'm storing the refill box in my refrigerator to preserve its potency and see how it holds up over the next few days. I continued using this cream as part of my nighttime routine, and honestly, every time I apply it, it just feels incredible on the skin. The texture is so smooth and luxurious. It's like a mini self-care moment each night. I've also realized that a little goes a long way with this product. A pea-sized amount is more than enough for the face, and another pea-sized amount works perfectly for the neck. I love that I don't have to use too much. It spreads so well and still feels rich and nourishing. On day 7, I did microneedling, so I skipped the Future Solution LX Regenerative Cream that night. I wasn't sure if it would be suitable since the skin becomes extra sensitive after microneedling, but I resumed using it the next night, keeping my routine very simple, no layering of too many products. And here is something interesting I noticed. This time, after applying the cream, my skin didn't feel heavy or oily at all. It felt quite balanced, not too greasy, not sticky, just normal once the product settled in. That was a pleasant surprise. Maybe it's the simplified routine or my skin adjusting, but I definitely liked how it felt tonight. Now, before I show you the day 1 versus day 7 comparison, let's touch on the key ingredients that make this formula so special. The ingredient list is quite extensive, but here are the highlights as mentioned on the brand's website. Exclusive LonGenevity Complex, a signature blend featuring Enmei herb, vitamin C, green tea, and skin gen cell 1P. This complex is designed to strengthen the skin barrier and visibly boost brightness, smoothness, and plumpness. Cherry blossom and peach leaf extracts help prevent elastin breakdown and support the skin's structural integrity. Licorice, rosemary, and okra extracts work to firm, tighten, and renew the skin. Okay, now talking about the ingredient list here. By now, I have tried 3 luxury skincare products, and there is one thing that I've found common consistently, apart from their premium ingredients, is that each one includes a signature complex in their formulations. These are often branded with fancy names like Stem Cell Advanced Skin Longevity Complex, Firming Complex, or a Longevity Complex in this case. And I can't help but wonder, in today's age of ingredient transparency, where we as consumers are increasingly curious and informed, these complexes can feel like a bit of a mystery. What exactly are they made of? What is that one ingredient? One magical ingredient in these complexes? Why aren't luxury brands more open about them? It sometimes feels they're holding back the information or using these names as clever marketing to justify the luxury price tag. But hey, at the end of the day, it's a brand's call on how they want to position themselves. And if this kind of mystique adds to the luxury image of the brand building, be it. But even having said that, this formulation is still truly beautiful. If you're somebody who enjoys investing in high-end skincare, this cream is absolutely worth trying. It retails for $298 and the refill costs $268. So you're saving $30 when you opt for the refill. Having said that, here is my day 1 and day 7 comparison. Of the 6 signs of aging, this cream claims to target in just 1 week: sagging, wrinkles, firmness, volume, elasticity, and radiance. I can only speak confidently about 2 so far: radiance and wrinkles. My skin definitely looks brighter and more radiant, no doubt about that. I also noticed the eye socket area appears lighter, which gives a more refreshed look. As for wrinkles, the fine lines on my forehead are still there, but they seem less noticeable now that my skin looks more luminous overall. One surprising bonus, it gives a soft blurring effect, almost like a primer. While the brand doesn't mention this, it leaves a beautiful smooth finish right after application. So if luxury skincare excites you and you're happy to splurge on a truly indulgent formula, this one checks all the boxes: performance, texture, and experience. Let me know if you found this video helpful, or if you have already tried this formulation, what are your thoughts? And that is all for today's video. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.